Hold on. Oh, welcome back, guys, to the most compressed stream in the world. Mannslam, your host for today. I can't see. I don't know where. You gotta have to do your intro after that.
It's fine though. I'm on the floor. Hey, listen. If this whole podcast is us with like chopped up cameras, that's on me. But I really can't tell. I can't double check. I actually have no way of checking.
Yeah, that's Lorentini. For you because he doesn't like saying his name, and I'm Gntur, back again for the 8th time. This is the 8th episode.
Yes,
Guys,
I believe so.
By the way, we made it to 20 subscribers.
Congratulations,
Who
congratulations.
subscribed?
Some guy, I don't know. I just noticed. I got the notification.
Did you? I never get the notification.
Because you don't check the analytics every day and every second of the day.
Okay, not every second of the day, but
Clearly not. You see?
No, okay, cut this
That's the
out, guys.
difference. That's the difference. So Matt, you want to explain why you're sitting on the floor today?
Yeah, change the scenery, permanent change of scenery. No more sunset in the background. You know, I threw that out. I was thinking of putting it back here, the sunset.
Wait, the painting, that little drawing.
Yeah, but it doesn't fit. Everything's gray, so I was like, I might as well just take it out. This is gonna be the new background. It's gonna look a little better, hopefully. And
I mean, it looks like this, son.
Wait, and
it looks like there's a shining thing on the back.
Yes.
And we're gonna have a little plant. I mean, it's gonna be fake, of course, dude. I think these things are falling off. Look at this.
You got a fake plant, bro. You gotta invest in real plants.
Look.
Wait. Okay, are you gonna explain why do you move? Like, do you move into the apartment?
You
or
gotta
like,
get some real plants, bro.
All right, guys. So the story is that I had an inspection today. Crazy, by the way. The guy came.
What type of inspection is it? What type of inspection makes you take out your whole room in the garage and move it? I've never heard of an inspection like this.
And the fact that he has a room in the garage is huge too.
Yeah. Like, are we talking like some Harry Potter thing where like they left you in a closet and they can't do that?
Listen,
and the inspector came to see if you were in the closet.
Listen, for legal purposes, I don't think I can say anything, but bro,
legal purposes?
Bro, yo, whoa, what are we getting into, bro? I don't know, bro.
It'd be so crazy if they're just watching this and they're like, that kid had a room in his, because all the evidence is white.
But what's the problem with having a room in your garage? Are you not supposed to do that?
I don't think. I think that like falls under like efficiency or like right.
But so it was your landlord.
Well, the thing is,
because you own the house, right?
No.
So it was the landlord.
Well, yes, but there's I would never know that. Like, I'm never gonna know if it was him, because like I don't know.
Why does all of a sudden that the inspector come to your house?
Oh no, that was just one of those like yearly, not yearly, but like mandatory things. We've been here 3 years, so it's like it makes sense that after 3 years there's gonna be we knew it was coming eventually. We just didn't know when, and we were just kind of crossing our fingers.
But are you gonna put your room back into the garage or what?
Are you kidding me, bro?
He broke it down,
bro. Dude,
I mean, you can rebuild. It doesn't mean that you can't rebuild that.
This is how. Okay, so I built that with my stepdad, and the craziest part about it is that we built it in a way that we could take it apart quite easily from the wall, because the room wasn't attached to like the walls of the actual already pre-built house.
So basically, an earthquake, that thing is down.
I mean, there's no earthquakes in Florida.
Not even the earthquake, or the freaking twister, like a tornado.
No. Just probably not. But it wasn't like a thing where if we needed to take it out, it'd be really difficult. But because I didn't do all that. Like I had thankfully that night, crazy coincidence. One of my mom's like friends came, like a guy, and he just took off the shirt, started hammering that thing down. I was like, yo, bro. And then I had to carry it all to the garbage bin at the corner, and then just lay it all there. It literally took all night. It was just.
I'm just so confused. I have had inspections in my house. Nothing about tearing down a room.
But the thing is, you're not supposed to living.
But like, you mean that house you own already, right? Like,
yeah. But it's like the only thing we have inspection for is water damage, stuff like that.
The thing is that so that's what he did. That's what he came. He came here, but the first dude, he spent like 20 minutes in the garage. if you would have just seen that huge like thing covering half the garage, he probably did my screen. Hold on.
Yeah, your screen share turned off. It doesn't matter because we weren't even watching it.
No.
Yeah.
That is very important that it does not turn off.
No, like your screen share turned off. I don't think OBS itself turned
It's
off.
not OBS. It's just I need my screen share in order for this to work. So we're gonna assume.
So he has his little corner thing in, right? He's already set it up.
Yeah. I think we're
So
good.
he has to turn the share screen on. So then we're all in our position.
Yeah, we're good. Okay. Anyways, continuing. You're gonna have to cut that off again, but that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
So where was I?
You were saying the inspector came in and looked at your garage.
So he was in there for 20 minutes. So it would have been really weird if he just came in here and he was like, "What's this?" Because he checked every room. So technically, would he had to check my room, like my room?
Mm-hmm.
And so we were like, we're not trying to deal with that. If in the case that he does tell like, because the thing is, we did this when my stepdad was here, and he was like, "Listen, we'll do it. If anything happens, we'll just knock it down. It's not really a big deal because it's easy to take out. The problem is we just can't have it in there, in the case that, because we don't know if it is able to be there. So we just.
Oh, so you don't know if it's legal or not legal at
I mean,
all to be having.
it probably is okay, as long as like, because our landlord's really chill. He's not really like.
I mean, it really depends on what contract that you sign. Like, did this like specific saying that you're not
That's the
supposed
thing.
to have?
That's the thing. It doesn't say specifically in the back in the lease agreement, but we don't.
Like, does it say that you can reconstruct or something? Like,
It doesn't specify anything like that. It specifies some
oh,
things and then some things no. But I
okay.
mean, at the end of the day, like I was gonna eventually, like, because I had to talk if I wanted to like move in here first. But my main concern with moving in here is that I make a lot of noise. Like like I'll be up late, so whatever the case, and it's kind of rough just doing that. There you go. Point A. Give me 1 second. All right, guys. Talk about your talk for a minute. Hold up.
I still don't get it. I'm so. I don't know.
I just think that
like I get
he-
it to some extent. Like
I think
Facts.
I think that
since
he think that it is illegal to have a room inside the garage, so he has to tore it down. So then it wouldn't expect.
I understand the part where it's not,
The
since it's
thing
not
is-
fully your house, you can't really change it.
Yeah.
But like motherfucker, you changed the whole interior of your house. You literally rebuilt your house from the ground up. Like if I walk into your neighbor's house, I bet it doesn't look half as good as your house because you literally rebuilt your house.
Oh, you mean yeah, but that's like decorations and accessories. It's not a.
Nah,
wooden-
but like, didn't you do the whole inside, like the architecture, like you whole changed the thing? That's what your mom told me.
He's basically saying that he reformed, like reconstructed
Oh,
the.
Yeah, like you
yeah,
reconstructed
it's
the inside of your house.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that was a remodelation that happened before we moved in. Like the guy.
Yeah.
Ah,
The guy had paid like 30K or 40K to fix up to get new
the
marble.
guy. You hear the thing part? The guy, not him. The guy.
The guy, yeah, not me. The guy that
Exactly.
owns
So
it,
then
right?
it's not. It's not like.
Funny enough, we were like because we have a lease for like, I think we renewed it a while ago, but we were thinking that eventually if we stay here
Renew?
enough, right, renew, like when you renew a lease, like.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, you know what? If we stay here
Fine.
long enough, we might ask him the question like, can we purchase the house? Because this house has been on the market for a minute, and I mean, I get the incentive to want to like keep renting it out instead of just selling it because
You never know.
You get that passive income,
But you never know though. There's people would like to sell the house.
That's right. So like we were like probably at the end of the thing, we'll probably let him know. I mean, to be fair, I'm not gonna do any like weird projects.
To be fair, you should do it now because
there's
the interest rate is going down. If you want to borrow money from the bank.
Probably, but right now it's just awkward because one, we still have the lease, so you can break a lease if there is like if you're gonna be
if
buying a
both
house.
sides agree on it, it doesn't matter.
And exactly, and but yeah, so but that's because the house hasn't been in the market for a while. I remember this is so weird. So this house is supposed to be it's supposed to be 2 bedrooms, but they did the craziest thing ever. So this bedroom and my
It
sisters.
became 3 bedroom.
Yes, this bedroom and my sisters are right next to each other, and I'm pretty positive they just put up this wall because there's no
Ah,
like.
I see.
But if that was the case, this bedroom is like super big then, because then this would unite with hers.
It is the master bedroom, probably.
I don't know. Well, actually, maybe there's a
Because you know, like if you reconstruct like stuff like this, you have to be on the blueprint, and then the government has to know, and then to say that they allow you to do it.
well. I
Otherwise,
think
it
that's
is
for.
illegal.
I think that's for. Oh well, but
No,
you're
no,
talking
no.
about.
Jay has a point. It's like that's what contractors do.
Yeah, but you guys are
You
talking
you
about
get a
like
contractor to hold do it for you.
the thing is, I don't know what the rules are because I know that that's of course I know that you need like the government's permission to build more, but I thought that was only the case for like outdoors. You know how people.
That's also
The
indoors.
blueprint is the blueprint that your
Yeah, but
house
the thing is, we're
has to
not
be in the
adding
record.
anymore. Yeah, I guess what you wait. Are you talking about like this room that I'm in right now, or are you talking about the
No,
garage
like the
room?
whole house, like interior and outside, whatever.
Uh-huh.
Basically, the whole land has a blueprint, and then the government need to has that thing.
Mm. Oh, I guess
Like
you're
if
right.
you
Yeah, yeah.
reconstruct whatever inside, have like a different room or an extra room or something like that, it
Mm-hmm.
has to be notified, and they have to be like they have
I
to approve you to do it.
but I wonder what like the the discrepancies because like the okay what constitutes because I could put like a bed in the
That is the
garage.
consequences. That is the
No, no, no.
but no, a
No,
room like if you have an extra wall, you have to say it.
Okay, that makes sense. But what then? Like, but what is the wall like this size? Because that's the thing. It's always about like
And
those like
anything that's
loopholes.
remodeling.
Okay.
I think remodeling count. Uh,
Yeah.
reconstructing count. Decoration doesn't count as stuff like that. Really small things changes. Like
Right.
if you have a window,
Uh-huh.
I think a window also count. Something like that.
Stuff like that. Like
So
it.
basically,
Yeah.
big
The
changes
thing is,
that
I know for sure, like, cause there's a lot of like here where I live, there's a lot of like efficient. I mean, I'm sure like most of Florida has a lot of it, cause I know other places don't have that. But yes, we have places where you have a house and you have like way more land in backyard, and then you'll just like add more houses.
yeah, but you're not allowed to do that unless the
Of course not,
government said that you
but
can say
of
extend it.
of course not. But when you own the house,
It doesn't
there's
matter.
no. But I'm
Yep.
saying, like I know people that are doing it, like not like
Oh
not
yeah.
like personally, but like I know of people that do this, and I don't understand how they get away with it because they'd have to have
Because
like
nothing happened. Because nothing actually
I
happened.
mean, if you own the space, I don't think that same rule applies to you
but you have
until
to
you're trying to sell the house.
no, but if you own the space you still have to get permission. They'll
Yes, you do,
probably say
George.
yes. They'll probably
Yeah,
say
yeah,
yes, but you'll have to get, but these people don't have permission. They just went ahead and built it because
yeah,
getting permission for
because
that takes a lot of time and
because if you're gonna keep the house, who's gonna check up to see if your house is the
No,
same
but
as the
if things
model?
happen, like no,
that's the
if things
thing,
happen,
yeah.
like for example, like FBI swap, like the swapping your team, like if an FBI SWAT,
What
right, like
about
came
like
into your house, they need a blueprint of your house, basically.
what about like
Yeah, but what are
insurance?
the chances that actually happens?
Yeah, but
You never know.
what about things like insurance though? Like, because the reason this guy came was for insurance purposes, which makes sense
They
because
also insurance stuff like that, yes.
like
And then
even though it's your
maybe
house, what do
maybe
you
some
want?
criminal just like happen run into your neighborhood and stuff, run into your house,
Yeah,
like
but in Florida, what other type of insurance do you really need besides
Homeowners.
hurricane
flooding,
It's
insurance?
just homeowners, yeah. But like, I mean,
flooding,
well, no, but no,
hurricane,
Flooding's rare.
no,
It
but
doesn't really happen
I'm
inside.
talking
That's why I
about
said
hurricane.
general.
hurricane.
I'm talking about general insurance, checking the ceilings to make sure there's no water leaks. Like the pipes under
Yeah,
Hmm.
but
thing.
a lot of people get individual people to do that. That's probably why they get away with it.
Probably that actually does make sense. I mean, this
And
guy
like
did.
most houses are already constructed in Florida to deal with like a hurricane.
Yeah, no, hurricane stuff isn't it. It's probably not it for that. But like, it is probably something to do with like I don't know. I mean, they just put it under the guise of
Yeah, and
insurance. But
house insurance is like a rare thing because a house insurance is like
I mean, you still
if
need
your
you need
house
to have insurance. Like
if your house gets on fire, like let's say your house goes on fire, what are
What's
the
up?
actual chances that the landscape stays long enough for him to be like, damn, you wait, did you change the balcony? When did
Well,
this
You
have a
never know.
balcony? It's burned down. They don't know.
well, but I'm sure
I don't think
they
people
do
are
take
worrying about
pictures.
those things.
They do take pictures of everything though when they do come. But yes, like you need insurance. Like there's you can't
Yeah,
just get
but
away with no with not
I
having insurance.
I I think if it's a notable difference, they might ask you for permission. Like if
Probably.
you're building a pool in your backyard, you can't
You know
you
what's
can't get away
funny?
with hiding a pool.
Well, yeah. The only thing you can do is get one of those like
What about
pretty
extending
boats.
what about extending
Extending
I
your
mean,
house?
the
I
length of your house? You
if
won't
you
notice though. You
okay,
won't notice.
but does that apply if you own the land? Like that same rule?
That's what we were asking. You still need to ask for permission, but you can still do it.
Yes.
Like you
No,
can
no,
do
but
it.
I'm saying if I own the land that the
Okay.
house is sitting on,
Yes.
It's probably best to go to your local government and or like your I don't know who
I, I do think that yes, because
uh
whether you own the land or you own the building, it still matter to the government to have
yeah, like at the end of the
the
day,
record, at least a
yeah.
record of like
I
what's
mean the record's gonna be there regardless.
Well,
right, but you making changes of the
Yeah,
building.
but
wait.
it but the record's gonna be there regardless because your accountant has to keep track of all your funds and where they're going. So it's gonna be something that pops up in your funds. If
But
you
that's
waste
not in the
60,000 on,
business.
but it's gonna be in your books. It's gonna be there regardless.
I all I know is
You
that
could be saying other stuff, like not necessarily
all I know is that
a reconstructing.
No,
You
I'm
can
not
say that
saying reconstructing. I'm saying you said extending your house, building
yeah,
a
it's a
pool.
reconstructing
Like
some
if you
sort.
lose there's a certain amount of money that you waste that's gonna be accounted for. It's all it's a system of booking at the end of the day, so it's
mm,
gonna show up regardless.
yeah.
But
But that's why
not the
I'm
building
saying,
itself.
huh?
Not the
Yeah,
building
yeah,
itself.
the you said the blueprint,
Yes.
but like I don't know in many cases where that's gonna apply. I don't know.
All I know is that the government itself, they at the end of the day, your house is yours until the government says so. Like, you know what I mean? So I guess they
I
have
mean,
to.
you not necessarily can buy like a full price buying the house. Like you're gonna lend the money
I mean,
from the
the
Yeah,
bank,
thing
and
is,
then
the thing is,
the
it's
bank own the house
own your
first
house
until you
until you
full
pay back
pay.
the debt.
Yes,
but
exactly. So yeah.
but like I'm saying like, and this is like an extreme case, but when you do pay up the entire house and you own the house, the fact that you still pay taxes for it means the government technically still owns it. You never truly own the land, at least not in the U.S. Or U.S. territory, or sorry, no,
But it's under your
in the
name.
United States. Yes, but like for example, like there are some countries, or like I'm pretty sure in Puerto Rico, when you own your house, it's yours. Like it's not the government's. Like they have to ask you permission. But in this case,
Yeah, but
for
I
example,
would.
let's
But
say
wouldn't you?
there's a
But wouldn't you say that's because of the capitalist system we have? Because if I own the house now, I'm still paying taxes for it because I can leave this bitch at any moment, get a better house, and just rent this out to somebody else.
That's fine, but this is okay. Here's an example. Actually, no, this is a real example. So a couple years ago, actually, when Trump was in office, they a lady in Texas had property, and it was property that was situated right under like in like a bank, like a river, like a
A
bank,
riverbank.
and it was really close to the border, and they needed to buy out that house from this lady in order to demolish it because they couldn't have it there. But this was her price, this was her home for like generations. So she said no. But they kept on. They either give you and it's they either give you money for it. They'll put it even above market price
Yes.
to buy from
Yes.
you.
Yes.
But if you
Yes.
keep saying no,
Yeah,
they
but they
eventually
but
will take
they
it by
they
force.
they
Like,
they they, they do the same thing here.
what do you mean?
The thing,
Oh
like
yeah,
in
yeah, yeah.
gentrification, is the same idea. There's a
Yeah,
bunch of houses in a poor neighborhood.
but in that
Okay,
case,
we're gonna buy houses, and then the rent's gonna go
okay,
up, the tax is gonna go up in the
but that's
property.
different
The people
because
living in the house aren't gonna be able to move out, so that or aren't gonna be able to stay in their condition, and then it's the
right,
same thing.
but that
They're
well
not gonna
you're
force the lady out of her house.
yeah, but you're
They're probably
pressuring,
just gonna
right?
make it unpayable so that she
Exactly.
has to leave.
But the difference in that case is that a lot of those people are renters, not homeowners. So they'll be forced out
Yeah,
a lot easier than this lady.
but even the homeowners at some point aren't going to be able to keep up with like increases in mortgage, like in
In
mortgage and
ta-
stuff like that
in
in
mortgage,
gentrified
oh,
place.
I mean, you how are like the only way I can see that happening is if they get your bank to like up your interest rates, which is not like is it like can you do that?
I mean, interest rates go up and down all the time.
Yeah,
Gia just said interest rates are low.
but what about fixed interest rates? Because when you buy a property, you have a fixed interest rate, hopefully, right? I'm not too sure how this works, but you have a fixed interest rate of whatever percent. So it's like that. So you already know how much interest you have to pay on your house
Yeah,
for the next
yeah,
30
but
years.
but but
That
regardless of that happening, if inflation starts happening on a regular pace,
yeah,
right?
yeah, but inflation, yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah, but hear me out. If inflation starts happening at a regular pace, and normally things in your area are kept to a low price because you're in a low wage neighborhood,
mm-hmm.
and suddenly it's getting gentrified to a middle class, high class neighborhood, then everything's gonna go up, and you're eventually not gonna be able to afford the the way of living there, and you're gonna be forced to move out regardless,
That's one
to a point where
case
you have to sell
probably.
your house.
That's one case
So the thing
probably.
is, the
They
way that
can't
you
force
say
you out of your house.
right, but George, the way that you say it is like a whole area. But what Matthew say is like a
I'm just
one
saying
house
one house,
only.
and this isn't like
It's like a
because this
not
is
a
Yeah,
the real
area
thing.
I
stuff.
understand that part, but they're not, regardless if they can't have her there or not. If she says no, they're not. There's
The
no
thing is,
way they're gonna just force her out of her
the
house
thing
and like
is, I don't know.
they're.
I don't know what actually ended up happening in this case. I gotta search it up. But the like they basically like put it on like we need this house. It is like it is government it is like of government importance that we buy this house. Like it wasn't a thing about like gentrification or trying to
Yeah,
get
yeah,
new people in. It was like
I get
we need
I
this
get that,
house. Hold
but
on,
but
let me
you
actually
said they were gonna like boot the lady out of her house
hold on,
completely,
hold
like
on.
tear that bitch down with her in it. Like I don't think that works.
Because I'm
Had
pretty
to be
sure this
some
happened a
some.
while.
I'm pretty sure if it's a government necessity, that lady probably just negotiated her way to the fact that it's like $1 million. Because
Yes,
if the government needs it, they can't kick me
yes.
out of my house and they can't tear down my house. Especially in U.S. property, we're protected by certain amendments. So then I can just up the wage, be like, okay, pay me $1 million to get the fuck out of my house, so I could buy a better one. Like,
Or you can just buy a brand new one for me, and then
yeah,
like
Yes,
I don't
okay.
have to
It
pay
says
for
here.
taxes for like 5 years.
It
There you go.
Pamela Riva, the woman who beat the border wall. So okay, so fought to save her land from the wall, but her property still crawls with border patrol and surveillance. So basically, like they'll make it as
uncomfortable
unlivable.
to live
Yeah,
there,
yeah, yeah.
but like I said, they can't do anything to stop you from living there. It's not
Technically, I
possible.
guess they can't, but I'm
They
pretty sure like governments, if they have
You
a
know
good
what?
enough reason, they'll do it. Like
I'm
I mean,
sorry, bro.
I think the only reason, sorry, Gia, but I think the only reasons they can kick you out of a property is if like there's suspicion of like criminal activities and stuff like that. Where at that point it's freelance. Like it
mm,
doesn't matter.
So,
Okay,
dude,
Gia, go on.
I watch like a drama. So basically, right? I don't know if you guys noticed. So if there's a building and it's a full apartment, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then if they have to buy the building, right? What they have to do is literally buying 51% of the entire building, no, 51% off the building, and then they can force the 49% people out. Does that make sense?
okay.
So basically, it's like if I buy 50, like there's hundred of people living there, and then 51 of them agree in selling them their apartment to me, I can kick the rest of 49 people out.
Yeah,
And then if you don't sell it, you know what they can do is have the dumb shit in front of your house, bro. That dumb shit
yeah.
in front of your
They
apartment.
make it unlivable.
Okay, look. I
Exactly.
think I
That
found the actual one.
I think that's
Okay.
what happens in a lot of gentrified neighborhoods, and I know in some cases that the people actually revolt by like when a house gets reconstructed, they'll like break a window or they spray paint the house.
Mm.
That way,
We
that when
gotta
an inspector does come, he doesn't want to buy it.
we gotta
But
talk about like looters or like I think that's what they're called. Um.
you know, Florida has a law. Well, I don't know if it's still it still applies, but I read about it like a couple years ago that if you haven't been in your house for like 3 months and you still own the property, but someone finds a way into the house
That's what I was gonna talk
and
about.
you come back, you can't kick them out. It's their house, and you have to give them like a 3 months wait
Yeah.
before
Well,
you can kick them out of the crib.
it's a bit more complicated in some states.
Yeah, it is.
Like you got like so basically I forgot what they're called, but there's like a name for people. So for example, let's say you just bought a house, like you just bought a house brand new, but you don't go in, but you're not going in until like maybe like 2 weeks later, right? In that 2 week window, where you don't have the papers, you don't have you don't have anything finalized. If somebody moves in without you knowing, and then you go try to kick them out, they can be like, "This is my house, like get out." And it's like, and I'm pretty sure even if you have your papers with you, if they make fake ones, it's like really hard to kick them. I don't know why it's like really difficult to kick them out. So they can basically just take over your home, and it's not like you can get a search warrant or anything like that, or like a cease and desist. You can't. It's a lot more complicated than that. I don't remember the details, but I was like, that's crazy. Imagine buying a home and having like practically homeless people or like jumpers like coming into your home, destroying it and living there for like months at a time. What the, like that makes no sense.
Yeah, and
Legally,
I
I
know,
mean.
I know, I know that happened to a family, and I don't. That's why I don't think it exists anymore because I think they ended up winning the case.
Well, it definitely exists in Las Vegas. Let me tell you, because in Las Vegas it's happened a lot. So.
No, I know. The thing is, I saw it in a Florida news report.
Yeah. Oh wait. So can you?
Audience, audience. That's why you lock your door and lock your window
Yeah,
when you leave your house.
that's why when you buy new property, it's important for you to set up like security or like security footage and like lock systems
Mm-hmm.
immediately, like right even before you move in, because that stuff is super important. But I think I got okay. So it says here the Cavazos family, um, that had the house for over 100, or no, that had the land for over 100 years. That's crazy. Said that they saw their land rights handed over Tuesday, which is so with a federal judge. It said here, let's see, their 2 year long dispute has ended with them losing more than 6 acres of land to the United States government because of quote unquote to construct, install, operate, and maintain roads, fencing, vehicle barriers, security lighting, camera sensors, and related structures designed to help secure the United States / Mexico border within the state of Texas. That's wild. So like it's under the guise of like, oh, security, like this is super close to the border, like we need the security.
Yeah, and then they had
Yeah,
to take them down.
So they did. They lost. They lost 6 acres.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't lose their actual home because their home was built a lot more, front.
But technically, they still have to. The government still have to pay them like some sort like
Yes,
a.
yes, and I think but the thing is, the government that's the government's first thing. They'll pay for it. But if you say no, then they'll have to get more. It's a lot more complicated, and then the federal judge has to say, well, okay,
Technically, you can negotiate for the price too. Like
you
there's
can,
nothing,
and I think that's where it's like a little bit better
and you
because
can
then.
negotiate a higher price in the marketplace.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah. That's what happens in most of those cases. But some people just don't like giving it because they don't like they want to sign up to the government, which is fine.
and
I
then you,
get it. But
and then there are also people like asking for like deal like so and then you have to pay house taxes, right?
yeah.
And then what government can do is to avoid the taxes for you for like 5 years or something like that.
Oh,
And then you don't
yeah.
have to pay for taxes for 5 years and
That's
stuff
another
like that.
option as well. I've heard of that. Yeah.
A lot of things that you can negotiate, but then I think it's best to negotiate, and then even better, you can buy a better house, bro. Why are you hovering over that?
It's
That
I don't know. It's like
like
crazy.
like imagine you can trade like a big bungalow for a house. Like, dude, I would take that deal, bro. Like anytime.
Yeah.
Even if my anyone like if your ancestor saying bury here, they have to like take down your ancestor.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my
So
god.
I looked up the rule. It's called a squatter, but it doesn't
Squatter.
exist
What?
anymore. Like it's almost impossible to be a squatter in Florida. It says you have to live in the property for 7 years, and Matthew's out of the screen. That's cool. But
Yeah,
yeah, so it basically says you have to live in the property for 7 years, and when the people come back, you have 3 days to either leave or pay. And if you pay, you get to stay.
but you already lived there 7 years, like
You'd have
that's
to live
some
there 7 years. If the
that's
fact if you go missing for 7 years in somewhere else, traveling the world or whatever, and some motherfucker just moves into your house
That's some
in
Harry
those 7
Potter,
years,
bro. He
they
lived
can
under
live there
that
for
thing.
free.
Yeah.
But it's only if they've been there for 7 years. So
If
they
they only
fix
been
they fixed the problem basically.
Yeah. No
yes,
one,
this is
It's
no
no
way.
longer an issue.
Unless you die, technically, unless you die.
Yeah,
Like,
unless you
that-
die and you still own the property and you didn't pass it along to
Imagine how
anybody.
Yeah.
stressful. Imagine how stressful that must be. Like when it was earlier, where it was just like people could just come into your home like days.
But technically, it's
after.
not. I don't know if you know. Like you know how sidewalk. You have the sidewalk, right? I don't know.
Uh-huh.
So basically, that says that before the sidewalk is what your property is. After the sidewalk is not your property. So what happened to my house was that the tree was growing, right,
Mhm.
and outside the sidewalk. But then the veins are popping up, right?
Mm.
It's a big tree, and it start ruining the sidewalk, and it grow into our house, like our area.
So now it's your tree.
Exactly. Now it's our tree for I don't know. Like, yo, the government say, no, you have to cut this tree down so we can refix the sidewalk. But I was like, we were like, dude, the tree is literally outside and like outside the sidewalk, and it's the vein. I was like, we were like, what?
That's ridiculous, bro. That's actually so
Exactly.
stupid. It's a root.
Exactly.
Dude, I would have just cut the root. I'd be like, oh, it's not my problem anymore. You know,
But,
it's not
but the thing,
there.
yo, but the thing is, this is your. So we had to like dig the entire thing out, and then we'd hire people to remove the tree, and then they fix the sidewalk. It's so dumb. Like, right? This is why
That's fucked up.
that is fucked up, right? Can you imagine? We didn't even plant that tree. Like, it grew like it's government thing. Like, it's a
Bruh.
tree that every houses have it. Like every sidewalk.
You got to put a sign that says this is a government tree. We
That-
didn't place this here. We
that's
didn't choose to have this.
That's funny because I have a similar. Well, not a. I have
Because you
sort of
cannot do
problem.
anything to the tree
Yeah,
unless
yeah.
because it's government thing. Like you cannot do anything to it.
I was
Until
gonna-
it's on your sidewalk.
Yes.
baby.
It has the
Yes.
same issue, but it's not with my. It's not with my sidewalk. It's with my backyard. There's a there's a fence to our backyard where after the fence it's like it's not a park.
It leads.
but
It's the
like-
road. It's isn't it like the road?
No. So the backyard would just lead to like this like kind of grass area, and then after
Mhm.
that there's like another apartment. There's like another
Mhm.
apartment.
Mhm.
But that area is technically public property, and the tree is growing there, but it's coming on our side. It's like literally the tree is halfway our side, like quarter way our side, 75% their side. So I'm like, bro, like we need to call we need to call the landlord to ask him to tell the government to like, yo, can we cut the
Nah,
this tree has
man.
no
Because
purposes.
according to Gia, my boy, it's already on your property. It's your issue.
Well, that's the thing. If it was our issue, we would have cut it a long time ago. But I don't think it is because the.
You
think
have to
it's-
negotiate because
Yeah. I'm not cutting off 25% of the tree.
imagine let's say low. This tree, if you had to cut off the entire tree, is $1,000. You have to pay 25% of it.
That's fine. That's probably fine.
Walla bing, walla boom, bro.
I'd probably do that
Yeah.
just because it's like this tree is.
All I know is when we moved into this house, there were like trees posted on every block. I'm pretty sure my dad just took an axe, cut the tree before it grew any bigger.
Yeah,
So
but
he
the
wouldn't
thing
have
is,
to
they're
deal
not
with shit like
allowed.
that.
They're not allowed.
He didn't give a
us
fuck.
to-
No one's told us anything, and we've had it like this for 2 years. Motherfucker just pulled the tree out. He didn't care. But mind you, we've had like the inspector who built the houses show up. He doesn't ask where the tree.
He didn't even know. Probably he didn't even know, bro. He's
And
like
the
a
thing is,
new.
it was like it wasn't after the sidewalk. It was like right into the sidewalk in like in
Mm.
a certain stylistic way.
Those trees. that
Boom,
you
ripped
have-
off.
Those trees that you have at your house, they're literally planted. Dude, they even have the little
It's an
supports.
aesthetic thing.
No, but they even
Yeah.
have the little supports because they're like baby trees, so like they need
Yeah.
to grow. This dude just
And-
said, "I'm gonna yank this out before it grows."
Yeah, exactly. He didn't give a fuck. I don't even think he asked.
That is so.
But a
funny.
lot of people in this neighborhood did that too. It
They're
also
just-
makes it easier to parallel park.
Yeah, those trees.
Yeah, it
are
is.
not- Those trees are just there for the aesthetic of like having little.
So
trees.
that the shit happens with Gia. They're gonna come to us in like 25 years when the trees grow now. They're gonna be
Then
like,
they're like, yo, this is your
the
tree, bro.
the roots, the roots reach your fucking sidewalk, bro.
Oh, and
That is
then we
funny.
had, and it's funny how we had to hire people. Like we had to pay for it. It's not even like
Yeah, because imagine having to cut a tree and then go into the ground and pull its roots, bro.
You know
You
how
know,
much work
bro,
you have to do?
when you
bro, you know how hard
realize-
it is to do that for a regular fucking little plant? It's all grow inside the soil, so you're pulling like
Wait, but you had to,
loads of soil
wait,
out.
but who did you have to pay? Did you have to pay somebody, or did you pay?
You have to
I
pay
had to pay
someone to remove
people to
it,
come in to remove because we
because
cannot do it ourselves.
you have to
Oh,
remove the
dude.
roots, because a tree can still grow from like
Yeah. I get
Yes.
what you mean.
So
yeah.
that's the thing. So then we had to like hiring people. It was like
I would have well, like, try my best to just cut it like somewhere where
No.
force the roots, and then just.
the thing is the root is they're counting the root, bro. They didn't
No,
count the
that's
fucking-
fine. That's fine. But like the trunk, like, you cut the trunk, and then you keep the roots. So you're like, okay. Let's
No,
miss it.
because the
No,
root,
but the
the root
roots
popping up
fucked up the
the
sidewalk.
sidewalk.
Oh, gotcha. That sucks then. I
Like-
thought it was more of like an obstruction, like the trunk.
Nah.
'Cause that's my case. 'Cause that's my
It's
case.
just the roots went under the sidewalk, broke the sidewalk, and then landed on Gio's property.
Bro,
So he had to cut the
then
whole
they
tree
say-
and remove
and then
it.
they say nature is beautiful. Man, that sounds destructive to me. That
Bro,
sounds like-
the thing is, realistically, I would have been like, I'm building a treehouse.
Oh.
Fuck your sidewalk. Go fix the sidewalk now, whore.
But the thing is, you know what? If outside the sidewalk, it's not our property, so we cannot do anything.
But the tree is your property.
The trees.
What are they gonna
Well-
tell you? Oh, yo, we gotta fix the sidewalk. Sorry, I'm building a treehouse. It's like, yeah, but we need you to remove the tree. No, because it's my property. I don't care about the sidewalk's in front of my house.
Dude, I've seen some really nice like trees placed in backyards, and I'm always wondering if I was a homeowner, would I just complete like it like for the leaves falling in autumn? No, thank you. Like I'm not trying to deal with all that. 'cause that's a lot
but
of-
you know, okay, so my aunt, right, in Malaysia. So when she built her house, it's a 3-floor house.
Mhm.
So then what she does is that she plant a tree inside her house.
Oh, like in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So then
I've
it looked
seen
really
those.
nice. It looked really nice.
I've seen.
But the
those.
thing is, that's the problem. The leaf.
Yeah.
When the leaf falling, it's a mess.
Of course it is.
Yeah, you gotta rake the fuck out of that bitch.
Right.
Exactly.
Oh, that's more than. Oh my god, it's a pain.
So then my aunt have to like let her son to like have to trim it like once in a while, so then it doesn't go branch out, and then you know.
That's what that's what my parents do like every 2 weeks to the
yeah,
backyard.
but it look really nice. It look really nice if he does it right. Like, but
You have trees in the backyard.
There's an Asian lady. No, not trees. It's like the bushes, and then
Oh,
like
yeah. I was like, that's not weird.
the leaves start growing towards our side, and the same shit happens where the leaves will start falling. So they
Yeah.
just trim it off before it happens. But there's an Asian lady in the corner over here. She grows all her fruit trees and stuff right outside of her house. It's so fire,
Bro.
so lit, and she trims them all the time. It's great.
It's-
It
if
looks
you
so
trim
nice.
it, if you
Looks so
trim it,
nice.
if you trim it, it's great. But if you don't trim it, it's just
Yeah,
freaking
yeah.
messy. It's a
Yeah.
it's a fucked up mess.
Good, but hey, the good thing is
Oh,
Miami has 2 seasons,
This is a great.
so
This is
we
a
don't have to
great-
worry about fall.
This is a great segue. What do you guys prefer? Home, like an actual residence, or like apartments? Like, and this is tricky because apartments.
Wait, no, you don't
have-
call it a home. You call it a house.
You call it a house, right? A house.
You don't call you don't.
Because a home is where the heart is.
Yeah.
No,
Shut the
yeah, I
fuck
guess
up,
like
bro.
I just didn't know what the actual. So like one story
A house.
house or 2 story. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what kind of house it is. Just a house. Or but then apartments is tricky because there's I think of apartments.
Okay,
Like
okay. How about this?
because apartments have. Like,
Fuck. In Chinese, there is different terms for it. I don't know about English.
The
Because
thing is, I wouldn't live in a house by myself. I live in an apartment,
okay,
a
but
big apartment
I'm
by
talking-
myself. I
but-
wouldn't live in a house by myself.
But this is the difference. You know, there's a difference between apartments that are like like that have like
No.
lobbies and stuff like that.
No, I understand.
Or apartments that are just
But
those,
like yours.
like mine.
Like you're talking about apartments in Miami Beach where I can buy the apartment,
Stuff like that, or just like those like like
or
these shabby
would I want
apartments.
a house instead? That's what you're asking.
Yes, because the other alternative is like basically where my aunts live. They technically live in apartments, but they're not the type of apartments that have like lobbies or any type of like accessory or.
Yeah, she lives in a townhouse.
Is it I guess it is a townhouse.
That-
right?
that's what
But
you
I've
would
lived in
consider it.
townhouses, and they look a lot different. Townhouses are just like straight up like little tiny houses.
Yeah,
next to each other.
but where I used to live is considered a townhouse
Okay, so
because there's someone that lives under me,
we'll
and I
just
live on top.
all right. So then we'll just put those apartments like at in downtown like downtown or
Those
downtown
types of
Miami.
apartments.
Those versus there's just like a regular house like yours, right? I guess is
If, like I said, I think I'd live in an apartment if I'm living by myself. I think it's more comfortable, less
you don't
security.
think with a family you'd live in an apartment?
Huh?
With a family you wouldn't live in an apartment? Like with a family you would.
I don't think there's a need to.
I don't think
I
there's a need to live in a house. I mean I
No,
get the incentive though. I get it.
but like I think you could just like at some point in your life, if you're growing like a family, a house becomes a part of your family. And like I would like to access. Oh no, he did say his internet was shit. Segment pause, and we're back. So
I,
we were saying
I think it's
apartments,
pausing.
houses, and something around the lines that a house feels more like a.
Oh no! Like what would you prefer?
Oh,
Why
oh
would you
yeah,
prefer it?
I
Why
would prefer
family even
like
matters for a
like I
house?
said,
But
I would prefer a house
hmm
with people in it. It doesn't have to be family. Like we've talked about getting a house together.
I
okay,
prefer a bungalow. I'm
but
sorry.
when I really think about it, okay, the only downsides
I
that I
prefer a bungalow that outside out of nowhere, like
a
in a buffer Canada.
bungalow. Okay, but that's that. Okay, that I think that's fine. Like, but I'm mostly just talking about like the disadvantages and the advantages to both because what the only disadvantage I can think of with an apartment is like
I don't like
privacy.
neighbor.
Is privacy. Well, that's
I
the
don't like
only.
neighbor.
I mean, are they really called neighbors? I mean,
I prefer living like a vampire.
I don't.
Like
I
like
mean, I
if I
do, but
like I don't know, have you guys seen it before? Like a bungalow, right? But then before you go into the bungalow, you still have a path to you have to drive till you hit the bungalow. The outside a big gate, and then you have to drive a pathway in, and then you hit the bungalow. That's the type of like what I want to live.
so you want to live isolated?
Yes,
That's fine. I
because I don't
actually
want to deal with neighbor, and then I don't want to deal with like other stuff like related to like the the surrounding area.
I probably
Because I prefer
wouldn't
like,
care.
because don't you want to live comfortable without anything?
Yeah, but
Like
wouldn't you still have a neighbor in a bungalow?
you won't until you drive like 5 miles away or like two
But
miles away from a bungalow.
I'm looking at bungalows and there's just a bunch of houses connected to other houses or like a
Uh,
house nearby the other
I don't
house
know. Have you seen
in
the
an
one that
isolated area.
I don't know? Have you seen the one that in? I saw. I've been to one that in New York, and then they
Is
have the
this what
private
a
beach and stuff. Even
oh
though they share the
this
beach,
is a
right?
bungalow. Okay.
And but if you go to your neighbor or the neighbor, you have to drive like a 2 minutes to hit your neighbor.
Okay.
Is
I
that fair
guess,
enough?
but
Like,
I don't know. I kind of like the idea of neighbors unless they're really shitty neighbors.
I'm
because you
just
usually don't deal with a neighbor, right? Usually, you mind your own business, right? That's
yeah.
what people do. Like, you get off your work, you're really tired, like, you don't
But
get another like.
I think apartments kind of nullify that because you technically have neighbors, but some apartments are made
But
like
But
sometimes in a freaking. All right, like, what type of apartment we're talking about?
that's what I
like
was saying. Like
an apartment, Gia. Let's say it's a 3 bed or 2 bedroom,
no,
Uh
it
huh.
doesn't
two
matter what
bathroom
type of
apartment. No, no, just for perspective,
Uh
it has
huh.
a kitchen, it has a
Uh huh.
living room,
Uh huh.
like that.
Okay, but do you? But that also can be like have the one that have an elevator and they have a lobby and stuff. You know what I'm talking
Yeah, yeah,
about?
yeah. But I think what Matthew's saying is that an apartment nullifies that because realistically, unless you're going to see your neighbors, you're not gonna know who's living in the apartment next to you until one day you open the door and they're walking out of their door.
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
But
That coincidence is really fucked up. I
but
don't like the awkward.
you know how rare that even happens.
That's a
I don't
that's
like. That's
like
not really
Like,
rare. If you got work,
uh-huh.
bro. Yeah, that's like
like
it's a
So
usually,
level
let's
of
just say,
unbotheredness. Like
because
I walk
usually,
out. That's it. Like
usually you work
I
like either 9 to 5 or like 8 to something, right? But then if you work as a normal job, usually you will see your neighbor because you both are working a same work time routine. And then
sure.
you probably gonna meet your neighbor whether you're going out, you're coming back, or you
Yeah,
grab a
but
dinner or a
I'm
Grubhub
not
or something like that.
I'm not gonna go into their house and make small talk. I'm
Right,
just
but
gonna.
sometimes you just saw them and you have like eye contact. You have
That's
to make like
fine.
hi.
but
That's
I
it.
think
You
I think you're
know,
thinking about it too much
I have
because
no problem with that. I
yo,
always
do
because
you
say
guys see the
hi.
head next to me?
Yeah.
yeah, bro, your room is haunted as fuck.
The thing is, I already say hi on a regular basis
Oh
No,
to
shit!
yeah.
people that I
If
don't
I see
even.
my neighbor outside, I'm not gonna be like,
Yo, what's up? Yeah,
oh,
hello.
oh, oh, my neighbor's here. They saw me. Like
They
I'm
s-
like, hi, hello, how
Right,
are you? And then
but
I
yet
walk
you have
into
to
my
give
and I
house.
walk into my
right. You have to
house.
give like a business smile. I'm tired from working already. Like, I don't
Okay,
want to
I
give
get what you
another.
mean. I get what you mean. You gotta give it, but you don't have to. You could literally. I know some
Right,
people that
but
just.
they feel rude to not being
But
when you make eye contact with somebody, right? You
yeah,
have to make some sort of
but
like a
I feel like that's so minuscule.
Just
Like,
wear a mask. You won't have to say anything. You
because
can just go
because
right
my
through
point of
them.
view, right? Because my standpoint is that when I go to work, I already make enough social like stuff that
Interactions. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
during
yeah.
work time. I don't want to make more social after I go get back to home.
I get it. I get it.
All right, let's do
Like I
this.
want to turn off my phone.
Let's do this scenario right now. I'm your neighbor. I'm
Okay,
gonna
hey,
walk out. I'm gonna walk. Okay.
Okay.
Look,
okay,
Wait.
I'm gonna do exactly what you said. I just came home from work.
All right. You
uh huh.
walk in. Hey.
It's that
No,
simple.
no, but
I do
sometimes
that to all
I
my
don't know.
neighbors.
I don't know. I don't know if you met those neighbors that really talkative.
Okay,
They're
yeah,
Nah.
yeah.
like
If you
they
have
have to be
neighbors
like,
that are,
"Hey, what's up? How's your day?" and
Hey.
stuff like that.
Most people. Look. Most people that are coming from a 9 to 6 are not wanting to talk.
yeah,
We'll do this and that's it.
me and my, I have neighbors on this side. Me and my those neighbors, that's the only people I'm like, they
This
don't,
is. This is
I don't
literally
care how
what
your
I.
day is.
This is literally
Like
what I
I'm
do
just
to everybody. Bro, at work, listen, I go to work and like I'm not gonna lie, it's a little exhausting sometimes. But when you gotta be like, "Good morning," like, and then when I
Yes,
go on break,
because
everyone's
you're a
like,
teacher. You're different.
"No,
You
no,
have
no, no,
to.
no, no, this is in the library." And then when I go, when I'm going to break, they're like, "Go, like have fun on your break or something." I was like, "Why are you saying that?" Just like,
no. I think you guys just have awkward experiences in work and stuff because
no, 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 but like,
I remember coming into work. Like it's really like boom, boom. Hey, what's up? Okay, how are you? Like for me, I never dwelled on
the
it too
thing
much.
is, it's a different environment, bro. I have to every
Yes,
person that
because
comes
like
in to the library, I have to be like, "Hi, good
Yeah, yeah.
morning, how you
But
doing?"
but
I.
but
Yeah,
but you're in a job that requires that service.
But
that's
the thing
true.
is
But
that
that's
look,
But
I voluntarily become office A, so then like I have to social to a lot of parents. Like that really fucked up my experience. Like when they come in, they don't get to the point like, hey, how's your day? And then they start, I don't know, they go all out of the
yeah,
blue.
yeah,
Like
I get that.
and then
But
and then and then out of like around 15 minutes later, I was like, hey, what actually you came here for? Like, bro.
yeah.
That's
yeah,
like
Dude,
that's why people waiting like,
when
yo,
people ask,
chillax.
you know that thing where it's like where people when people ask, "Oh, how's your day?" You're just supposed to go, "It's good." You don't go, "Oh, I'm having a pretty bad day. Let me tell you about it."
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
that's
You know, oh, you're like good. How's yours? Like,
people
thank you and
people
stuff.
don't want to know if you have a bad day or not, or if you have a good day. They just want you
I
to
don't know.
answer.
It's a freaking robot answer.
But that's because no, okay, but like
Like,
if
hey,
I'm,
how's your day? Why do you have to ask people how's your day? You can just say, hey.
it's weird, right? But people do that. So like, okay, I'll give them the benefit. Okay, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. They'll say, good morning. How was your
How's your
weekend?
day?
Or how was your weekend?
Yeah.
Because I say it's
Mhm.
Monday. How was your weekend? Oh yeah, it was
Mm.
good. How about yours? It's good too.
Mhm.
Done.
Why?
Nothing else.
Why you
No.
even asking about how's your weekend? You can just say, hey, hi, good morning, bada bing, bada boom. Like, good morning, back. Like,
It's literally courtesy. There's nothing else
but
that is said because of that.
isn't there something human about that?
they're just so American. Cause
Because I
okay,
don't fake my shit. If someone asks me how's my day at work, and I'm just talking about like a regular
Bro,
Mhm.
are
customer that
you
walks
actually
in,
gonna answer it bad and then
yeah,
talk about
I'll be
it?
like,
Come on,
dude,
man.
I'll literally be like, it's busy, but I'm surviving, and they'll be like, oh damn, sad to hear that, and I'll be like,
No
yeah,
one's
I
got
know,
time for
right? It
that.
sucks.
Dude, I don't have time for that, bro. I'm out here like I need to like when I
but
get
how?
Maybe
into work,
But
I'm
but
maybe
already
that's you, but I'm
but that's
always thinking
American
about,
stuff. But that's
but
American stuff.
I'm
I don't
always
know if you guys
thinking,
know
how
this.
can I make the person's day better?
but you what if they just don't want that and they just want you to get on with it? Cuz you
Not big
never know.
because they'd give you a face. You just gotta read their
guess.
expression.
I don't know.
If
I just think a lot of people do that as like a courtesy
if
thing.
you tell them what I just said, where I was like, oh, it's been busy, but I'm surviving, and they're like, oh, damn, sucks to hear that, and that's it. You could just tell off the bat from their face if they want to keep the conversation going.
I guess.
They because their follow-up question would be something like, damn, how many customers have you had? Oh, what have you been doing?
The thing
They'll
is,
just cut the conversation whenever.
The thing is, we make small talk when we can, and it's something that we can talk about or something, or lunch breaks. But when I'm working, I'm not trying to like make small. Okay, with the customer it's different. Customer, listen, you want to tell me about your divorced wife of 40 years?
Okay,
Go
that's
for it.
different. I
No,
wouldn't
but,
let a
like,
customer let me tell me about his his
but
divorce.
no, but sometimes you have to because some of these customers are
No,
like old as.
I understand, but it's like, in that sense, if you have the time to listen to a story, fuck yeah.
I mean,
Wasting 40 minutes listening to a bullshit story?
No.
Yo,
Well,
I'm
not,
down.
It's not 40 minutes, but it's like I'm not gonna spend this much time with you. But if you're telling me about it while I'm helping you out, I'm cool with it. Like we can start it. But it's like I'm not gonna sit here and like talk to you
I'm sorry.
about your problems.
I understand that part, but the worst part is that when because there's people that cannot be what we call double what we call it, being
Oh, like multitasking, like
yeah.
yeah.
Like they can be on the same, like they can be on the thing. He has to be like, because I saw people like if you're talking to him, he has to stop working on what he's working on and he's talk back to you.
No, I mean,
Like that's the worst.
if I have to print something out for him, I can talk
Right.
while getting it to
But
him.
there's people that just stop doing what they're doing and it just
They
go.
they suck at
That's not good.
multitasking.
That's
Yeah,
not good.
Exactly.
If you're gonna do that, then just be like, hold on, sir, I'll be right back, and then you do the thing, and then you come back. Cause
yeah.
sometimes
If you suck at multitasking, you should have written in your resume, buddy.
yeah,
I'm
no,
sorry.
but it's not that. Also, it's like if you focus, it's almost like primary focus is doing what he needs me to do. Secondary focus is like somewhat listening. Like I'll listen into like the important things that he's telling me, and then I'll respond with like, yeah, like I know it's stuff like that, but I'm not gonna be like actively talking to him because if I do that, then yes, it's really hard to keep everything in mind. Plus, while I'm talking to him about whatever he wants to talk about, while I'm doing whatever he wants me to do, if someone comes in, I gotta be like, good morning. Like it's a lot. It's a stressful environment. You gotta be like it's tough, bro. I'm yesterday no Thursday, I was helping out this little kid. He wanted a book, like a Nazi, but I don't know, man. The kid just wanted a book, and I was like, bet. I don't know what, like I couldn't understand what he was saying because he had an accent. So I was like, do you know how to spell it? Like he's 10. I'm like, do you know how to spell the book? And he's like, well, I'll try. And then he started spelling N-A like SCI, like Nazi or something like that, right? And I'm like, oh Nazi, and then someone else came and asked me a question, and I was like, so I'm typing in the book I'm typing in the book name, and I'm
and
like,
he's
can I help
typing
you?
what he's talking
And
about.
I'm like, can I help you, ma'am? And she's like, oh, I'm looking for something. I'm like, 1 second, and then I'm like, enter. I look for the book, give it to him, immediately go for her. It's like, bro. Like,
I know you're gonna say that you type what you're gonna say.
Look,
No.
clearly you handled the situation poorly, okay?
What was it?
Because if the lady approaches me and she doesn't say a word yet, this is what I'm doing. I'm finishing with the kid. I'll be like, 1 moment, ma'am. I'll speak to you right now. Finish with the kid, and then
Well,
I'm like, how are you, lady?
I did finish with the kid, but she like I think
And then I'd be like, what's your
right
number?
Here.
What?
Bro, she's like she was like right here. She was like right here, and the kid's right here.
I
Separate
understand.
people. And I'm like, oh ma'am, can you give me 1 second? And then I just finished with the book, got the book, gave it to the kid. Kid was happy, went to the desk, and then I had to help her. But it's like,
but why are you like? I don't get it. If she didn't now, if the customer came up to you like this, right?
it's the mood. It's the no, but like you can tell that customers are like urgently waiting for you to like assist.
It's
them.
not urgent, bro. He's
But that's
fucking fucked up.
fine.
No, yeah,
That's for them to.
that guy-
If you worry too much about them, that's their problem.
No, I get it.
Because they gotta wait for you. They see you're doing something. They see you're helping someone out. They can't just urge you to do something fast.
No, I get it. Yeah.
If they do, you know what I do? I treat them like shit. It's a double standard, bitch.
It's so funny because, like, everything is secondary to a customer. So like if you're doing something, whatever it is, you have to drop
Yeah.
it for a
They
customer.
they feel
Like-
like the primary focus, but
Well, they are. Like, dude,
yeah,
I hate when companies do
obviously
this. I hate when companies do this. But do you know what the training videos like?
the customers
You know the
always
analogy
right.
that they had the customers were the heroes and we're like
Basically, the customer is the priority. Like
they
whatever,
Yeah.
go with the customer
The
say.
the customer's always right.
no,
Yes.
but in this case they put the analogy of like the customer is a hero and he needs to be. I was like, get the like what the hell? I was like,
See,
there's
see,
no.
your job is just a bunch of pussies, realistically.
I don't know
Hopefully they
why.
never see this. They're a bunch of pussies because I remember my boss, like customers always first. That's what they taught us. But if a customer came in disrespectful that
Oh
day,
no. Of
even
course,
my
yes.
manager got. There was one time this kind of fucked up. There was an autistic person
Mm-hmm.
that I was taking care of, and I knew he was autistic. I could obviously tell by the way he acted and the way he spoke,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mhm.
So he pulls up at, or a tow truck came with him, and the tow truck driver explained to me what was going on with his car because he couldn't explain it himself.
Mhm.
He didn't know, right? So now I was like, okay, give me a second. So since I knew he was autistic, I was like, okay, you don't have an appointment, but I'll priority you because like when they're by themselves, the tow truck driver obviously didn't stay. And normally this guy like relies on his mom talking to people on the phone and stuff, or like talking to the advisor. So by himself, it could build a lot of stress,
Right.
right?
Right.
But eventually he got to that, he became a ball of stress. He's like, where's my car? Where's my car? My boss comes out of his office. He's like, can you chill out for 1 second? Like, and it's because the guy was like screaming and stuff like that. He was making a scene. And my boss was like, can you chill out for 1 second? The guy looks at him. He's like, who the fuck are you? And then he's like, my boss goes like, who the fuck are you, dude? I'm gonna get your car and get your ass out and never come back.
Oh no.
So he brought the car. They put the battery, by the way. They fixed the car.
Uh-huh.
And then he's like, get the fuck out of here, and drove off. I was like, GG's. That's how I'm
Nah,
treating every customer
But
from
you
now
know
on.
what? Like that might have been a bit different environment. If I curse, dude.
Obvious.
You know
He's
what
the
thing is?
manager.
No, but you know what the thing is? No. But you know what the thing is, bro? People in libraries, they feel like they have like a god complex. Like these people.
No,
They have like a
dude,
sanity. They have a
everywhere.
sanity.
If
It's
you've ever
everywhere, it's
worked in
everywhere.
customer service or anything where you have to directly talk to a customer, there is a god complex behind
Yeah.
every single
Yes.
customer.
Yeah,
I
they.
swear. There were
Yeah.
people who would get mad at me because their advisor didn't want to see them, and I would tell them, your advisor is literally with someone else. Do you want me to put you with somebody else?
Yeah.
They're like, no, I want this advisor. When he takes 40 minutes with one person and you're getting mad at me, bitch,
Yeah.
you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna ignore your ass.
Yeah.
Facts.
There's an issue. This is why I told George like everyone needs to work in customer service, bro. Like we'd all be such better people if
Yeah.
everyone experienced like customer service. Cause I get people that are sweethearts. Like they understand. Like they take your time. Like oh my god. Like thank you. Like you make
Yeah,
working a blessing. But
and
it's,
and they have a limit, but the limit is
it's
high, bro.
high. But like to the point where like you won't even get there. Like you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
then you got people that are like, I've been here for 2 minutes. It's like, bro, like chill out, man. Like,
It's like, bro, get on TikTok or
Get
something,
on-
bro. Wait an extra 10. You do it at home all the time while you're beating your meat in bed. Just do it for right now, bro. Fuck.
no, it's true though. Some people do get really like intense, but it's fine.
Bro.
Like it's part of the game, right?
But the worst part is when like you tell them, like you give them an option.
Bro, definitely needs to like censor
Like,
this episode. This thing's like
nah, it's fine. You give them it's like you give them a secondary option, and they're still focused on that first option, and they only want that first option.
some people are like that. Yeah.
It's like, bruh,
Some people.
I literally gave you an option to help you, and you didn't take it.
Yeah.
Bro, it's like if Gia said he was hungry, and I offered him my fries, and he's like, nah, I don't really like fries.
Like, bro.
And then he went on the car ride home, he's complaining about being hungry. And then I'm like, I offered you my fries, bro. Why are you complaining? Like, it's come on.
It's not my
Make this shit
favorite
easy.
option. I want my favorite option.
Exact, but it's like, bro, Oh,
Bro, I don't want
you're
fry. I
30
want fucking French
You know,
fry.
that reminds me of
bro, shut the fuck up.
dude, that reminds me of like a stand up that I once saw where the guy's like, you know those people like when you're driving that'll just do the craziest thing, like it's like someone on the left lane making a right turn, like crazy stuff,
Facts.
like some stuff like that, and I'm like, bro, you couldn't wait, and he's like, I could have, but that's not my favorite thing to do. My favorite thing to do is just like it's like not
Oh,
it's like not
I
taking
know
your
what you're talking
exit.
about.
It's like not taking your exit,
Mhm.
and you miss your exit, but instead of taking the next one, you just jam yourself
You,
into the
you,
exit.
you go over the white lines you're
You
not
go-
supposed to and get back.
You go.
Bro,
You stop. You
hey,
haul yourself in the
dude,
highway. You're like,
I'm that type of guy. If I miss an exit and I see that I'm already taking the exit, I'm like, hey, yo,
yeah.
I'll find the next way up.
Oh,
Like, I
yeah,
don't give a
exactly.
fuck.
But some people are like, no, I can't take the next exit. Like, I have to take this one. It's like, and then
Bro,
they'll stop. They'll stop the car in the middle of the white line.
it's like unless I'm ending up in the worst part of Miami and like people are shooting guns, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
If I
one
miss my exit, I'll just find the way back.
Yeah. That's what you got
Like
GPS for, right?
that's exactly
Wait,
like holy
Dude,
fuck.
I don't even see
Now,
that.
if you
Like,
have to be to something on time and you miss an exit, call the fucking person. Be like, hey yo, I took the wrong exit. Give me a second.
Yeah, like it
what
happens.
happened if he's gonna go to the hospital, bro?
Bro,
If you need to go to the hospital and you miss the exit, hey buddy,
that's your fault. Like
that's your fault.
Yeah,
If that
'cause-
person dies,
yeah,
that's on you.
Because you don't miss your exit because you're a bad driver. You miss your exit because you're like not paying attention.
You miss your exit because the opportunity to take the exit never presented itself. In Miami, that happens all the time, bro.
Yeah,
I-
let's do it.
I need to
Yeah.
take an exit. I need to switch lanes. But the three cars behind me decide to put on their right turn signal that they're also switching lanes and start speeding up so I cannot take the lane anymore.
Bro,
If I miss my exit at that point, GG's for me.
I don't understand people that
bro,
don't like to like go to
dude,
the lane. Like,
I had a
lanes,
car.
bro.
I had a car one time that baited me into not taking the exit, bro. I was driving and he was in front of me.
Some people just like to see
And he did some shit where he went right. And then all of a sudden he comes back. And by that time, the car that I was gonna skip already came back. And I was like, bro, you can't do that to people.
Yeah,
Dude, I hate Miami so much. That's why I don't
So
drive on the expressway.
That's why I don't go to Miami, bro. Like, I don't want to live in
I
there.
literally, dude. I'm sorry, but that whole conversation we can probably leave for like some sometime else. But like, bro, the whole thing about living in Miami is just it's just a trip. Like, if you want to live in Miami,
Nah.
listen, you
Yeah, the thing
Basically, wherever crowded it is, you don't see me, bro.
dude, the thing is Miami's kind of overhyped because the traffic's not even that bad realistically. It's just
that's
it's
because
just
you haven't seen
no.
traffic in Nebraska,
Hear me out.
bro.
No. The traffic is not that bad, okay? Because if you're a patient person, the traffic can last. It's every single individual in the line. Back to the God complex. Every person has it. Everybody thinks they're the main protagonist, so they think they can just start skipping people. They think they can just start throwing themselves and making new
Oh.
problems.
But I agree. Downtown is not bad. Downtown Miami is not bad.
Yeah.
But when you go to Express,
That's how Miami is.
Dude, it's because everyone in the expressway
weird.
is a reckless driver. Regardless of how good of a driver you are, like you are gonna do the thing to get you to the place the fastest.
Bro,
That's how everyone in Miami thinks. If everyone in Miami took their time, started letting people do certain things, like if I see a car that needs to make a right in front of me and he's trying to get into my lane, you know what I do? I slow down, give him the space, let him get in. But when you don't do that, then that car holds up this lane. Then everyone's trying to switch into this lane so they can skip that car, and then all of a sudden everyone's fucked.
Yeah.
That's literally Miami to a T, bro.
Yeah. Dude, that whole thing we just said about downtown being good, dude. Those big apartment complexes. By the way, those things have like 3 bedrooms sometimes, and like 2 bathrooms, and I'm like, those like, I mean, the rent is crazy, but like honestly, you got people that can bring up your groceries. Like, I'm sorry, but that's already kind of nice. Like, you get stuff done that it's like, well, they're nice incentive. Plus, like, you have like a bar right under, like, right next door and stuff. So it's not bad.
That's why I think apartments are better if you're living like a solo lifestyle.
Yeah,
Because-
especially if you're like, if you can afford it. I think apartments are a lot better.
But I think a house is just like overall I like the sense of community. I like having my
I get
neighbors,
what you
and
mean. The only thing I hate about houses, which I think can really be fixed depending on where you live, is just like I don't like what's it called? Um, what's that called when you're trying to like consistently take care of your house, like upkeeping, like or like
yeah,
maintenance.
upkeeping.
I don't like
Maintaining.
maintenance. Like I don't like maintenance in terms of like front yard, backyard. Like I don't want to do any of that. Like that's why I think
No,
You don't have to.
but
huh?
I think
Yeah, you
yeah,
could.
You
you
don't
could
have
you
to.
could like you could pay someone to do it, or you
Right,
could
but
No,
live in
you can just fill the thing up. You're
yeah,
never gonna
no,
do
yeah.
gardening.
That's
or you
probably
could live in a like a community like this
yes,
where
exactly.
since it's a community, there are houses, but there are people who will cut your front lawn for you,
Yeah, yeah.
for
Plus, like,
example.
there's not a lot. Like in your house, there's not really a lot of like maintenance you need to do in terms of like your
Yeah,
backyard is pretty.
like the people cut the grass on the side of the sidewalk,
Uh,
and then they cut the grass in the front lawn,
yeah,
and like
yeah,
there's a
there's not a
little
lot of
grass over
maintenance.
there.
That's kind of, but and that's why I said like there's not really like houses and apartments. It's like pros and cons. Like,
Yeah,
you know it's fine. But yeah, that's probably the only thing. Oh, plus like, I mean, relative, I would say like apartments are a lot safer in
so
terms of like.
I think so too.
But that's just normal because
Like
you have like more
it depends
people.
on where you live, because if it's like an apartment like in New York apartments where like you're kind of stacked on top of each other,
Uh-huh.
and then it's like
Well, I didn't mean against
you're
like fires or
no no
anything.
no 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 no, but I mean like in a sense where it's like in Miami apartments,
Mm-hmm.
it's mostly like closed off to the public in a
Yes,
way.
yes, yes, yes.
Like you like not anybody, if you walk in, like unless you have a destination, you're not getting anywhere in a
Yeah,
Miami
yeah,
apartment.
yeah.
But like in New York apartments, it's kind of like if you know the pin to enter, hey, it's free willy from down here to up
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
and no one's gonna like bat an eye.
yeah. I would still argue though, like, cause houses are just like you could get. I'm
Yeah,
talking about like safety in
you
terms
have
of
to do
robs.
all the maintenance. Like you have to worry about your house, you have to upkeep your house.
Yeah, yeah. That's that.
But I think there's an art form in that,
Sure, I
and
think there
also
is. I
so
think I'm just a lazy person when
I
it comes to that
I
kind of
also
stuff.
like
Like
the idea that in a house anyone can just pull into my driveway that I recognize. In an apartment, that's much harder.
that is true. I like when you, especially when you're trying to get like packages. I know apartments make it a little bit difficult sometimes,
Mhm.
and some like me who worked at Amazon, I can tell you right now, going to an apartment, you're least likely to get your package if you live in an apartment than you live in a house. Cause houses easy, boom, I get in, I get out. Apartments, if I'm there for 10 minutes and I can't find your thing, I'm out. Like it's back to the
No,
section.
and even with food, like you
Food,
said that
catering,
people go
anything.
all the way up,
Mm-hmm.
but for Postmates and shit like that, a lot of people
Mhm.
just wait in the front,
Yeah.
and you have to go all the way
Yeah,
down,
it's a pain.
depending on what
And if
floor
you
you
got
live
a
in, and pick
garage,
it up.
if you got like a garage system, oh, it's a pain.
Yeah,
Like,
and sometimes in apartments you can't park in like their
yeah, yeah.
parking space, and then you have to find a parking space like a mile
Across the street.
away
Forget
or
about
across the
parties.
street,
Forget
and
about
you
parties.
gotta make sure they don't tow you in that spot, because then you're
Yeah.
dropping $250
Yeah,
to get your
yeah.
car back.
There's a lot of pros and cons. I think the sweet spot is like a townhouse. Like those are pretty decent. I
Yeah, I
think those.
think they have their own security. The upkeep is maintained by the community.
Yeah,
They have
Or
it's like a mini democracy.
I
yeah.
don't know. You guys see like a fan club? Not a fan club, like a clubhouse.
Clubhouses are nice too, but those are
Clubhouse was like
clubhouses have the security of an apartment and the privacy of a house too. Cause like yeah,
exactly.
yeah, that's true.
That's why the clubhouse, but they're also expensive
Oh yeah,
too.
yeah, yeah, of
Yeah.
course. I mean, bro, the fact that clubhouses have golf, like, what's it called,
Cause
like parks or a golf course means that
Yeah.
it's not cheap. But
But I think the house is nice. You get like, hey, if
yeah,
I
it's
want a
true.
pool, I can have a pool. I can throw events at my house. Anyone can
bungalow.
park. Anyone I know can just pull up to the crib,
Yeah,
hang
I'm
out.
not trying to, bro. That's like a no-no for me. Like people just pulling
Hey,
up to my crib, like,
I'm telling you, I'm gonna have a family of 5 children, so I have a Valorant roster, and I'm gonna have them all mowing the lawn for me. Simple, bro.
You just gotta make sure that when you do that, you don't have them too separated in age, because that's not good either.
Nah, that's fine. Hey,
That's not a
17.
good sign because one person can be playing CS:GO, one person can
Nah,
be
nah, nah.
playing Valorant, bro.
I'm gonna be like, yo, 17. Teach number 5 how to mow the lawn.
Bro, did you just call them by number? You just named them
I'm calling
numbers?
them by their age. 17. Go teach number 5 how to do the lawn,
Bro,
and you get promoted to garbage
that's
duty.
probably like, I think, yeah.
But I think it's like it's just more fun in a house. I don't know. And you build more memories there. In an apartment, it's kind of hard because you're limited to the space.
I'm gonna be
Like
I
they would
want
honest.
always call the
Bungalow.
cops on us for throwing events at my house just because since we lived on the top floor, if people were dancing, you would hear the banging from under. And the neighbors were too pussy to come
I
upstairs.
mean, gated communities are also really good. Just, like,
Well,
Yeah.
bro, I'll show you something. Look at my screen real quick. Look at this house,
Oh,
bro.
he's gonna mess up. He's gonna mess up
I'm gonna mess
the
up it
thing.
up. Just bear with it.
Matt, turn off yours, and then
Bear
Gia
with
oh,
it.
turns on his
yeah.
simultaneously.
Hold on. Ready?
Bear with it.
All right. Go.
Look
Oh,
at this house.
what the?
Okay, but that's nice. But like, they still got neighbors though. Look across.
Okay, but you're gonna say hi to your neighbor
Wait,
that
that's
far?
a house?
Bro, I'm not, bro. I'm pulling up to the edge, taking a leak. I'll
Bro,
be like, "What's
that's
good,
not a,
neighbor?"
bro, that's not a dude, that's a drug cartel's house. Like, that's a kingpin's like lair,
Nah,
dude. Like,
no, that's a guy who's too rich to be living with those people, bro.
I'm gonna be honest though,
Like you see this people over here?
But like,
Yeah.
dude,
that's a
this would be
village.
no, this would be like an ideal living spot. I would love to live in one of those houses, get like my little rowboat, pull up to the neighbor's house for the big party, or row around the whole mountain scene. That's fire. That's a great place to live
Dude,
in.
it's crazy because anybody that wants to
Gia,
get
Gia,
there,
send me this picture so I can pop it up and chat can see what I'm talking about.
dude,
Or not chat, my bad, YouTube.
bro,
Sorry about that.
it's funny because the this would, like, you need yachts, or like you need a boat to get there.
Nah,
So it's,
this is live as fuck.
no, I'm just saying, like, you need, bro. That view is crazy though. Like,
But look, if you look at the person that owns the house, they got a little ferry right here to the right, then they got
yeah,
a
yeah.
sailboat, then they got a little
Bro, they have
boat,
a lighthouse.
then they
a
have
small
they have
one.
another boat there.
That's
That shit's live.
Wait, is that a boat or a lighthouse? I feel like it's a.
Bro, I'm pulling up. I'm inviting all the neighbors. I'm like, yo, get your canoes, get your
Fact.
rowboats out,
Facts.
pull up to the party at 8 p.m., baby.
Oh,
That's
here,
live.
Matt. Go back to
Nah,
your.
Gia's onto something there, bro. That's lit.
Mhm.
That's like the ideal living spot for anybody.
Because
Or-
that's like I feel like because people I'm more like a person that anti-social, not complete anti-social, but I am like if I have like a bare minimum social wise, I would do that. Like I don't want to
Yeah.
go
Like you only want to talk
any
to the
above.
people you know. I
Yeah,
get
because
that.
it's tires like especially the beginning conversation is gonna be so awkward. Like
No,
you
yeah,
have to build a really you have to go through that phase.
I
Like that
get
phase
it.
is really really bad. Like I don't like that phase. That's
Nah,
why
yeah.
I'm like
Like ideally, I would like my neighbors to be my friends.
No.
Like
yes.
whether it's you guys, like I'm saying my friends now. Like if it's you guys and stuff like
Oh, I
that.
thought you meant like you would
And then
want to become
yeah,
friends with
but
whoever your neighbors are.
unless my neighbors are super cool people and around my age, I do not give a fuck, my boy. Because if you're 50 years old, my boy, and you're trying to
And
be
you
the
play
bitch,
Valorant.
you're trying to be the bitch that doesn't let me launch fireworks on the 4th of July or the day before the 4th of July, I'm not talking to you, bro.
This is
If
dude.
the music's too loud, turn it down. People are trying to sleep, but you live 5 blocks away, my boy.
Bro,
Get out of
you know
here.
what? This might be because I don't have a family yet, and I'm not really thinking that far ahead. And maybe once I do, I'll think differently. But I'm like in between you and Gia. Like, I don't want complete isolation, but I don't also treat a home as like what you define as a home, because you define a home as like a sense of community and like a stable place. To me, a
Yeah,
home is
but
is to sleep and get my
yeah,
stuff
yeah, yeah.
done.
But let's reflect on your past. How many times have you moved?
Right. That's
This is the
probably
first time you've been in a place for more than a year.
no, like more than
Yo,
3 months.
Besides
yo,
Miami.
yo. Look at this one. Look at this one, Matt. I'm sorry. You have to go back.
Go.
Yo, I'm sorry, bro. Look at this one. Each of us just buy one house and then we just live next to each other,
That's
bro.
crazy,
Wada bing,
though.
wada
Like,
boom.
that
Bro,
dude, that's
look,
crazy though.
what I'm
You know,
saying is
everybody in
when
your
we get rich enough, let's just buy an island, bro.
bro,
This is like Monopoly, bro.
Gia,
You roll a
Gia,
dice, you buy a house, there you go.
Exactly.
don't unshare your screen. Just keep sharing it. Just keep it right there. Like, don't even worry
Fuck
about
it.
it, cause I'm not even trying to like unshare my.
But we can, dude. We should do this. We should just buy out a place. Gia just has a bunch of fucking. This is a nice place
This
too.
is crazy though, bro. This is
Kind
like
of scary,
this
bro.
is like the air temple from Avatar.
Dead ass.
This looks crazy.
Yo, look at
if
this
Avatar
car.
had cars.
Look at the car about to fell, bro.
Dude,
You know how
Nah,
tight
wait,
it
how do
is.
you-
Too bad.
do
Too
you
bad.
get
This looks
out?
like a prison zone.
Wait, how
What
do
do you
you get
mean?
those
You
cars
just
out?
you just fucking reverse
Oh,
and
yeah,
hopefully
yeah,
you're
yeah.
Right
good
here,
enough to
bro.
drive.
Yeah, I see.
Nah,
You know
but
how
this shit,
good you have
this
to be
place is too
driving?
sus. This place looks like one hurricane hits, everything's going downhill.
I don't think there will be a hurricane, bro. If they're allowed to, like, if they can build this high.
Nah, they probably not hurricane, earthquake.
Yeah. Maybe, of course, yes.
It's probably earthquake proof, but like definitely like some shit's getting fucked during an earthquake. I think that moon place is pretty. That's a BTD map you just showed.
Yes. Yes. The first time I was looking at it, yes, it is. So this is located at the. We'll go to see. Our Lady
Our
of the
Lady of
Rock.
the Rocks,
Montenegro.
Montenegro. Where the fuck is
There you go.
Montenegro?
It's somewhere.
That sounds like Spain, but it's
Yeah,
not.
it's well,
Right?
it's not Spain, but I think it's somewhere around Europe, right? It's gotta be. This looks like Europe. Coder Bay, Montenegro. It's not the U.S.
Dude,
It's not. It's not
this is
Oh,
like
wait,
places
wait.
that.
Wait, it's its own place.
This
Is
is
a
its own island.
Balkan country. I've never heard of Balkan. What?
Oh, look at it in the map. Look at it. What the? Oh, that's like in the middle of like South. Wait, bro, is this the Mediterranean? I'm so
Wait.
confused.
No, that's
Oh.
the. How do you not know about the Adriatic Sea?
Hey, I was pretty
Oh,
It's in the middle. It's in the Middle East from, or well, no, it's technically
yeah.
Europe.
Yeah,
It's
fair
under
enough.
Serbia.
Yeah. This makes sense. This is kind of where I pictured it be. somewhere.
Dude, no,
Actually-
the funny thing is you can literally see the exact river that shit's located.
yeah, but the Mediterranean isn't even that far though.
but
No, it's
if
not,
if
it's
we
not.
can buy like island, like just a piece of island here, and we just live
Yo,
here,
like Mr. Beast, he gave that whole island to fucking Chandler just for winning a tournament, bro. Come on.
That island
I'd
could
keep that
really,
island.
yeah, that island could definitely like be used for like, um, only
Oh,
property
oh.
though, nothing else. Yo,
or we just go back to here now.
what the? Yo, I
Wait,
saw.
where's?
Yo, Kuala Lumpur looks really nice. Like that capital.
Oh,
Like,
we saw yesterday in the documentary.
it's actually a documentary.
That show was fun.
It's we saw the police force in Malaysia. How they wear like vests. Like, that's crazy.
The garbage, bro.
Well, I mean,
Yo, where's my
Malaysia.
home, bro? Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Bro lives in a country. Bro lives.
I'm living
between
in the. I'm living in
mountains.
between the mountain, bro.
Bro
What are
lives
you
in
talking
between
about?
mountains. Crazy.
That's why I never have like turkey and stuff. This has never happened to me. Look at Legoland is right here, bro.
oh shit! You live in the Orlando of Malaysia.
Technically, yes. That's like, and then I usually Singapore is here. Usually is that
Yes.
people go to Singapore to work and then they drive all the way back to Ipoh.
Yeah.
Nah, that's cracked.
Yeah, that makes sense. I feel like
Yes,
I feel like
it
I mean,
is
I
what
know
it
they're
is.
separate, but like every time I hear about Malaysia, it's like Singapore's like you got
Singapore
Singaporean people.
Singapore is like
And
a
then-
rich person's like
then-
Singapore is like a census, right? It's not.
There's people that like study around here. Like there's a university around here that's really popular in Malaysia.
Mhm.
So then they can just cross. When they cross, they can just go to Thailand. Basically, they can
Yeah.
just walk across the border and then be like, "Hey, I'm in Thailand, bro." Like literally,
Yeah.
that's it.
Am I wrong or is Singapore like
Singapore's like a census.
it
right?
is like
It's
the peak of mankind right now.
Well, it's very like nice.
Dude, it's super modernized.
Oh,
Like not
yeah.
It
modernized.
is.
It's super advanced. Why the fuck do they have it's called Lonely Planet? What? Greenest City?
Bro,
I
Australia
don't
is
know.
actually huge.
I'm just seeing some crazy pictures of Singapore right now.
Dude,
Oh, we can just go to Mongolia, bro. Have you been to Mongolia?
I've seen pictures of Mongolia. Place is crazy.
Plain, just plain and plain and plain, like literally plain.
Bro,
Like
Yo,
bro.
should we buy land in Mongolia? I'm
Nah,
down.
nah, we should go to North Korea.
you can't buy land in Mongolia. I'm sorry, they're all
We
cannot be.
can't?
No,
Fuck.
Dude,
none of the land can be buy.
yo,
Yo,
on a
They
real
are
note,
owned by the Mongolian.
on a
Can
real
we do
note,
can we do a 23andMe and see which one of us is a descendant of Genghis Khan?
yo, on a real note though, like places in like British Columbia are so nice. Like I saw, I'm watching this show, it's called Alone. It's like a survival show, and they're like around like British Columbia, and it's like, bro, North America, like the real North America.
Nah, low key, North America dog shit.
What?
Compared to Singapore,
Okay, but
bro,
I'm
I'm
not talking
sorry.
about technological advances, my guy. I'm talking about
It's not
like
even technical. Dude, you know how nice it is to see a structure?
zoom in to the left side of North America, Gio. Just
Bro, I saw a comedian one time make this
up,
joke.
go up, and not the U.S. British Columbia. There you go. Up.
I
Yeah, right there, that little river, bro. I swear to God, it's so nice. Like just here, bro, somewhere here. We just in the middle of the mountains,
nah,
grizzly bear
but
territory.
I think the comedian that made this joke was from Andrew Schultz's podcast,
Yo, let's move to
from
Alaska,
Flagrant
bro.
2.
That's just wild. That little
Wait, dude,
tail, the panhandle that Alaska has, it's crazy. I'm like, I don't
Yeah, and then we
understand.
could just swim our way to China, bro.
Bro, there are a couple islands on top of Japan that are basically that have Russian names because it's like,
Dude, what is
bro,
that? The little,
why
where's
is
that little?
why is Singapore so yellow?
Dude, where's the Singapore little lion head as mermaid, bro?
dude, that's what I was looking at on the map. I'm like, damn, they got good architecture. They take care of themselves. America don't do that shit.
That's the lion mermaid, bro. Like, I don't know what it is. Never been to Singapore,
Neither have I,
even though I
but
live in
it
Malaysia.
looks great.
Is Singapore
I've
man?
been to,
Is
I've
parts of it man-made?
been to here in Malacca.
Singapore got money. That's the thing, bro. It's like Dubai. Dubai looks beautiful too.
Have you seen the World Islands? Oof,
The what?
the World Islands.
World Islands?
You're kidding. You haven't heard of the World Islands?
Never.
Bruh. It's crazy. It's man-made structures in Dubai.
Are you talking about just people made a bunch of fucking islands
Yeah.
for rich people?
The World Islands in Dubai.
No, yeah,
No.
of course I never fucking heard about this, but this isn't that lit though.
Oh,
Like, oh, cool.
what? Look,
You
okay,
gotta,
okay,
you
okay,
gotta,
okay, okay,
you gotta
okay.
impress me
You
with
see that
something
little
better.
crab?
Oh, you mean this?
Yeah, okay,
Oh,
okay. So those are in the World Islands, but that's like part of it. Like, dude, that's so cool. Like, that's man-made, bro.
Yeah, like it's cool, but it's like,
The World Islands are little.
bruh.
Okay, it's not,
You mean this?
no. Keep zoom out real quick. Hold up. It might be to the right.
Yeah, that island is where they hold Squid Games.
Wait, zoom in. So I think it's to the right of those crab things. Like,
No,
yeah,
I'm actually looking at it. Those are, it is to the right of those things.
yeah, to the
It's
right.
to the right. It's look,
Like there,
zoom in.
there. Yep,
Those islands right there.
Those islands. Those all those little tiny dots are like those are all the
That.
World Islands. It's crazy.
Yeah, like it's a crazy thought. They name them after fucking different countries. That's kind of funny.
It's because it looks like the
Italy,
world map.
France.
It looks like the world map. If you turn it around, look, South America, North America, Europe, Australia.
Yo, the fuck? You think that looks like us, bro? Florida is
mean-
completely missing from that
I
panhandle.
mean, it's not an exact copy, my
It's
guy.
it's Florida if we went sunk. Where's Texas, bro? I don't even see Mexico. It looks cool though,
Nah,
but
this
I'm not
is-
impressed.
No, what do you mean I'm impressed? This is an architectural like wonder. Like there's nothing like it's amazing how they did all that. Have you seen? Have
Can we
you
go
seen
to
the-
Iceland?
Dude,
Where's Iceland, bro?
I'm more impressed with Singapore right now than Dubai. This this wait, I'm gonna mess up the thing. Jia, can you look up Singapore and look at the first picture of the plants growing out of this one structure? Just search up Singapore. It's literally one of the first images. You see that little tree thing? The third
Oh,
picture?
this is
That's
within
way
the.
more impressive. That shit
That's
looks
within
fire.
the thing. That's within the
That
building.
shit looks fire as fuck.
Yeah.
That's impressive, bro. Look at it. Look at the fourth picture. There's people walking on it, bro. That's impressive.
That looks like it.
That shit's lit.
That looks like a video game.
Look at the mermaid fountain. Look
You
at
see
that
this before?
architect.
You see this?
They got the Teen Titans Tower, Matt.
They do.
This shit cracked. This
I
is
mean-
impressive. Cause this is something. Cause an island is something we can replicate. That's not impressive. When you bring out of the box architectural ideas, that shit blows my mind, bro.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, those islands, they had you
No, I
Yeah,
understand. Like
like
the process
water.
to actually make it.
like water. Like, do you know how hard it is to make? Cause that water, you can't have waves. If you have waves, it messes up the entire architecture. So they had to completely shut off. Like, it was hard. It was a really difficult thing to do.
Yeah. But I'm just saying it's lazy. Okay? The idea of it is lazy.
I mean,
The work behind it is fire. But anyone can replicate an island. Not
I
anyone.
guess.
But like anyone can look at an island and be like, okay, if I have especially Dubai, rich as fuck, they'll just be like,
Yeah,
what are
they're
we gonna
just-
waste the
they're
money
just
on?
pouring all
Their
the money into
cops, their cops drive Uruses, Matt.
that.
That's an 140,000 plus car.
Yeah.
Like they're just spending money on like boring shit. Do shit like Singapore.
Yep.
Singapore is gonna have flying cars before anybody else,
Facts.
and they might not even work. They'll just be there.
Dude, there's so many like.
How long have we been on the pod? Like, how long has it been?
I don't know because we stopped like 3 times.
We should cut it here, right? Just to
Yeah, we should probably cut it here.
yeah, because I don't know how
So-
this is gonna get. Well,
So,
next time.
guys, next time you see us, we're gonna be moving into a crib together in an isolated island next to the water where our neighbors live miles away from us.
Probably.
Right? Well, I'll put up the picture when I'll put up the picture. I'll find it. But that's where we're gonna be. All right.
I'll be in my desk next time. Hopefully.
Don't forget to like. Next person.
comment.
Last person.
Dick picture.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
god.
I could take you past the stars if you'd let me drive the car. Bitches on my lap, so I know I'm going hard. No, I'm not the best, but I'm playing with my cards. Got a poker face, that'll leave them with a scar. I could take you past the stars if you let me drive the car. Bitches on my lap, so I know I'm going hard. No, I'm not the best, but I'm playing with my cards. Got a poker face, that'll leave them with a scar face. No trace, how they think it's okay just to play games.